Think about the last time you went on a blind date with someone that you were not compatible with. Now imagine having to stay with that person for 8 weeks. Welcome to Married at First Sight. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Debbie. If you haven't been here before, I am the she in Sheality. Here with some ratchet reality commentary. Okay, so the big deal with Married at First Sight from this last episode is that a lot of people are saying that Chris called Paige ugly. Now, I'm not Team Chris by any stretch, okay? And I'm not making excuses for this dude, but we have to remember first and foremost that this is a TV show. Before it's anything else, it's a TV show. It's a reality TV show, okay? And the only thing I fault Chris for is for lying about, because I don't care what anybody says, the whole my ex-fiance is pregnant thing, that's a lie. That's a straight up lie. Dude, if you want out of the contract, this is what you signed up for, right? We all knew, Chris let us all know how he felt about Paige, how he felt about her physically, before they even said I do. As she was coming down the aisle, he looked at her. We heard him because he was mic'd. We heard him say, oh shit, when he saw her. If you couldn't tell that it would have gone downhill from there, don't know. But like I said, and I'm gonna say these words probably 100 times between now and the end of this video, it's a TV show. I don't know what those experts were scanning for when they questioned these people, or were these the only 10 people who signed up? Because when we watched the interview process, there were hundreds of applicants to be on this show. So how they matched these people, because by my count, only one of these couples is actually working out. And there are, what, 4 or 5 of them? So, yeah, Chris actually said he's not attracted to Paige's face, but he didn't say that until he said, yeah, I want a divorce to Pastor Cal. He said, I want a divorce. And Pastor Cal said, why? Like, why? Why do you want a divorce? What's not working? Why aren't you, are you not attracted to her? And Chris was just like, I want a divorce. It's not what I want, blah, blah, blah. And he's dancing around it. And Pastor Cal was like, why? Like, I could almost feel him poking. Why don't you like her? Why aren't you attracted to her? Why? And Chris finally says, it's a face. I'm not attracted to the face. Now, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are biologically. We are all entitled to be attracted, physically attracted, mentally, spiritually, emotionally attracted to the person that we are with, especially to the person that we're married to. We also have to remember, again, it's a TV show. These people did not choose each other. They were chosen for them, right? So, like I said before, the only thing I fault Chris for is lying. He lied, I don't care what you say, he lied about the baby. He's lying about buying her a Mercedes. He's lying about buying her a house. It feels like he ramped up the lies to push Paige away. He wanted Paige to walk away. He didn't want to have to be the one to end the contract because he's bound to that contract. Honestly speaking, he should have just lived out the 8 weeks. And at the end of the 8 weeks, you can always say, you know what? It was a great experiment. It was a fun ride, but it's not what I want, and I want a divorce. Instead of doing that, he did all this other hoop jumping. Oh, my ex-fiance is pregnant, and he started the lies, hoping that Paige would walk away. Now, everyone wants to say, well, why did they have sex? Why did they have sex the first night? And why did they? Okay, but he's not the only one who did. Him and Paige aren't the only ones who did and who aren't getting along now, right? Haley also had sex with Jacob the first night. Now, she pulled out the high school excuse and said,
I was drunk. It was the alcohol.
Girl, you're an adult, okay? We don't sleep with dudes and blame it on the alcohol anymore. We don't, okay? You did something that you regret. You did something that you regret, right? We all do things that we regret. Yes, Jacob was kind of needy, a little bit pushy. But you know what? He saw the error of his ways, and he's decided, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to give her some space, right? But she doesn't want space. She wants out. right? Which is fair. Again, she didn't choose him. A production company chose him, right? Or three experts chose him for her. What's worse, she hasn't been in a relationship for 7 years. How do you? I have a niece, I have a 15-year-old niece who would have chosen better than that. If you tell someone, I haven't been in a relationship for 7 years, oh yeah, you know what? We think you should marry this guy. Who the hell? Why would you pick her to marry someone? She is like a virgin. She hasn't been in a relationship for 7 years. Really? Come on. A blind man could have seen this coming. Like, granted, she's not attracted to Jacob, but Jacob has come up. Jacob has come up since the show started, right? So I don't know that that's going to change her mind, but whatever. She's not attracted to him, and that's her prerogative. She didn't choose him. The production chose him, right? Clara and Ryan. Ryan is doing exactly the same thing that Chris has done, only he's being a little more stealth about it. He and Clara have been having sex from the beginning, but they haven't been. According to Clara, she gets him off every night. And when the girls ask him, or when the girls asked Clara, are they actually having intercourse? Clara says no. And she is sexually frustrated. So how is Ryan right? And Chris is wrong because of the lie. Straight up, Chris shouldn't have lied. He should just, but Ryan is actually withholding because of his religion or whatever. Dude, if you were withholding because of your religion, she wouldn't be getting you off every night. And you're not reciprocating, Clara, some of this is on you. You shouldn't still be servicing him if he's not reciprocating. But with the exception of the lie, Ryan isn't doing anything different than Chris did. He's not doing anything different than Haley is doing. Haley is doing exactly what Ryan is doing. She is completely separating herself from Jacob when they actually consummated the marriage on the first night because she was drunk. Again, it's a TV show. They are allowed to be physically attracted to the person that they are married to, but this is like an 8-week blind date, right? Think of the last online date or blind date that you went on with someone that you weren't attracted to. How would you like to be stuck with that person for 8 weeks because you signed a contract and a marriage certificate? How would you like that? I would hate that. How many times have you been on a blind date and had to have a friend or a relative pull the emergency situation ripcord because you needed to get the hell out of there and you needed to get the hell out fast? How many times have you done that? I've done it a time or two, right? Simply because the person that you thought you were meeting wasn't at all the person that you thought you were meeting, right? It happens. We are all entitled to be physically attracted to the person that we're with, whether you're dating that person or you're married to that person. And again, these people did not choose each other. Let's move on to Virginia and Eric. Virginia is straight up party girl. She drinks 4 or 5 nights a week and she's drinking on the weekend. She likes to get blackout drunk and pass out at a guy friend's house. Her guy friend, and all she's got are guy friends. So, fine, you want to do that when you're single, cool, but she is offended that Eric, her husband, is like, yeah, you can't be doing that. You can't be partying and blacking out and sleeping over at guy friends' houses. She thinks he's wrong. I think he's dead right. I think he's 100% in the right. Again, they didn't choose each other. I'm reading online that, Eric is a dick because he's forcing her to have kids. Eric is not forcing her to have kids. Eric is disappointed that she doesn't appear to want kids. She has said she doesn't want kids. She's afraid of being a bad mom and she's afraid of being pregnant, right? And that is her right. But it's also his right. If he wants a family, it's his right to say, listen, this is not going to last because I don't want someone who doesn't want kids. Again, they didn't choose each other. They were chosen for them. So if these experts had any kind of sense, they would have at least thought, you know what? She doesn't want kids and he does. Why the fuck would you put them together? It doesn't make any sense. So all of these couples, the only couple of these, 4 or 5 sets of couples that are actually working and are having like relative run-of-the-mill issues are Vincent and Bree. That's it. They're the only ones who are actually working. Everybody else is having issues. Claire and Ryan, not working out. Ryan has never said I love you to anyone, and he doesn't want to have sex. Okay, that's a problem. It's been a month, right? If you were dating someone, you would have had sex with her by now. But you're married to Clara, and she is having sex with you, but you're not reciprocating. Okay, so they're an issue. That's not working. Virginia and Eric, not working. She loves to drink, and she makes plans with her friends every weekend, and she doesn't think that she should have to change them for her husband. This is a problem. Eric and Virginia, not working out. Paige and Chris, not working out. And last but not least, Jacob and Haley, not working out. All for the same reason. They're not attracted to the spouse that was chosen for them. It's a TV show, guys. It is a TV show. It's supposed to be reality, but there's nothing real about this show at all. If Paige isn't attracted to Chris, and like I said, again, he never said, oh, I think she's ugly. He said, I'm not attracted to her face. And that was only after he was pushed into giving a reason. It's not like he's walking around town with a megaphone saying, I think Paige is ugly. He just said, I'm not attracted to her. It reminds me of 90 Day Fiancé when Muhammad said that, what's-her-face, Danielle had an issue, and he didn't want to say what it was, and everybody was pushing him on camera, tell us. And finally he says, okay, and he tells them, and everybody jumps on him for saying it. Like, what do you want? What the fuck do you want? He tried not to say it, and you made him say it, and now he's the devil because he said it. Paige is also entitled to have someone who thinks that she is beautiful in every way imaginable. If Chris isn't that someone, thank Christ she can move on and find that person. But yeah, man, I think there's too much emphasis on Chris because, like I said, Chris shouldn't have lied, right? That whole pregnant fiance thing, dude, you could have done without that. You should have just lived out the 8 weeks of the contract and got a divorce at the end of it. But that's all I've got for Married at First Sight. My name is Debbie. I will see you next time. Peace.